Welcome. In this video, we're going to have a look at keeping a track of your coin or token purchases in a spreadsheet, just so we can see exactly where we are on each purchase. To do this, I've created a Google Sheet and I'll give you access to this under this video. Now, bear in mind, this will be a blank Google Sheet in my account. What you should do is make a copy of it into your account. You can do so by clicking on the File option here and scrolling down to where it says Make a Copy. Click on that, give it a new name, and then click on Make a Copy, and that will copy this into your account so you have your own copy of this token results tracking spreadsheet. Now, there are software and tools that will do this for you automatically, but they all cost money. So to get you up and running, this is a simple way of doing it for free until you reach a stage where you do want to invest in some software to do it for you, and we will cover that in later on videos. Now, you'll notice I've already got some data in this spreadsheet. That's because the example token that I used, Paybolt, for the purchase transaction in the previous video is a token that I've already made a purchase of. So I've popped the original purchase information in here so you can see how the spreadsheet will populate as you make more transactions of different coins. Now, you may also remember I put my notes into a text pad so that I'd have them handy ready when I wanted to. This is a copy of that text pad with the relevant information. And all I'm going to do is go through and take the relevant information from here and fill it into the columns in here. So let's do that. So first thing we need to enter is the date. The date of the transaction was the 27th of the 5th of 22. Now, you'll notice the date format is the UK date format, not US, because I'm based in the UK. Next, we have the platform. You'll notice the first transaction didn't have a platform because it was a pre-release sale, so it was through Paybolt themselves. This was through Uniswap, so all I'm going to do is pop in Uniswap. Next is just a note for myself for where the information came from. Now, I have different sources of information available to me on tokens, so I like to keep a track record of where the information came from for a particular token so I know what the results are for each source of information. In this case, I'm going to go with TS again because that was the original source of the tip on this particular token. The wallet, this time it was in my MetaMask wallet. The chain, this time it was Ethereum or ETH. The coin, again, it's Paybolt, the same as it was the first time. And the amount, I'll need to go back to that text pad and grab the amount because it's quite a long number. So I'm going to grab that. I'm actually going to take the comma out to make sure that doesn't cause a problem. Grab that number and I'm simply going to paste that into there. Next, we need the amount that we purchased, which was $93.51. So I'm going to pop that in here. Remember to put a minus in front of it because that's a negative amount that we've spent. Next, we have the costs, which will be the gas fee, the approval fee, and the taxation fee, because these are all costs involved in making this purchase. And what I'm going to do is quickly format them into the format they need to go in. So let's take those, copy them. It will be equals minus 1447, minus 484, and minus 692. That will add those three costs together when we put them into the spreadsheet field. So I'm going to copy that and paste that into the costs field there. Then we have the total costs, which is this and this added together, the buy plus the costs. So what I'll do is hit the plus key, then click on the first field, then click on plus again, then click on the second field, and then hit return. That will calculate that for me. So the total costs for that transaction were $119.74. You'll notice this automatically updated the next field, which is the running costs, which has taken the cost for the original transaction and added it to this. So we're now showing our total costs and investment is $271.56. So the next value I need is today's value for this particular coin or token. So what I'm going to do is pop back to the site Dex Tools, and on Dex Tools I previously added the Paybolt coin to my favorites, which is the icon here. You can find a list of all your different favorites there. I'll close it down again. This is the Paybolt chart, and all we need to do to grab the current value is click on this here. You'll see it says copy price to clipboard. If I click on that once, it will copy it to my clipboard. I pop back here, paste it in there, and we have the current value for that particular coin. Next thing I need to do is click on the next field, click on the plus button, then click on today's value, then click on the multiply or star key, go across to the amount of coins that we have, click on that and hit return, and that will multiply the two together to give the current value of those coins that we hold. You'll notice that has now also updated the running value as well. So that's our current total value of coins held compared to our current total cost of coins held. And what we can do is we can take this figure here, if we copy this field and paste it in the field below, that will give us the total value of our profit and loss across all our coins at this point. Now, obviously what you will need to do is every time you want to update this, you'll need to run through your different coins and grab the current value for each one from Dex Tools and pop it into here. That will update your spreadsheet, so your final figure here is what your current profit and loss figure is. Now, there are some extra bits of information I'm going to pop into here as well. If we scroll on across, you'll see I've got a column for the Etherscan URL URL address for the original transaction to keep a track of that, as well as the contract number for this particular coin, the DEX tools page for it, and the site itself. So I'm going to quickly fill those in as well. Okay, so I've popped those extra bits of information in. If I scroll back across, you'll see the basic format of our spreadsheet for tracking our token results. And it is very simple, but it will give you a clear idea on an ongoing basis whether you're in profit or loss on all your different tokens individually and as a total, including the costs such as gas fees, etc. So it's a very simple way of keeping track, but it's important that you know where you are on your tokens to make sure that you don't overextend yourself, to make sure that you know whether you've made a loss or a profit, and indeed if you have made a profit, how much, because you may want to sell that token to capitalize on that profit. I will put a link for this particular Google spreadsheet under this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to move on to the next video.